What's going on, YouTube? We're back with another quick breakdown. And in this video, we got the legendary comedian Corey Holcomb and his 5150 crew. And in this particular clip, Corey is breaking down the Shannon Sharpe beef. The internet streets is in an uproar. Shannon has finally responded to all the critics, calling them zesty, calling them all type of names. And in this video, Corey addressed it. So let's get to it. For people that have been watching the 5150 show for a long time, all know that in the beginning, when Shannon first came on to Undisputed, Corey loved Shannon Sharpe because he was always speaking up for Black people. He was always making sure that he stood up for issues where Black people were being mistreated. Corey always iterated the respect that he had for Shannon Sharpe because he was always speaking up for his people, period. But we have to realize, as Shannon's viewership grew and his sponsors became bigger and the money became bigger, he had to change his tone a little bit. So he wasn't sticking up for Black people like he was in the beginning. And that's when Corey became a little bit disenchanted with it and the jokes began. But if people are truthful about it and put it in context, in the beginning, Corey was always speaking about Shannon Sharpe with respect and reverence because of the way that he stood up for Black people. And I want to make that clear. And of course, you've been watching the internet. You know, Shannon and Mike Epps went at it. And Shannon basically said, yo, Mike Epps, when I see you, it's gonna be on. And Mike Epps replied, and Mike with jokes, of course. And Mike was like, listen, man, I'm in my 50s. I don't fight no more. You know, we do other things. And what's great about it, they came to an agreement to meet during All-Star Weekend, you know, just to discuss their differences like grown men. We have to understand, we are in front of the world. This is Black History Month. So I really commend Shannon and Mike, you know, coming together, letting cooler heads prevail and willing to sit down and have a discussion about it. Now, in this particular 5150 episode, I was really proud of Corey. I don't think Corey is scared of Shannon Sharpe. I think what Corey did was the right thing. He saw how Shannon responded to Mike in terms of extending the olive branch to Mike so that they could discuss it like grown men. And that's how Corey approached it. He apologized to Shannon Sharpe because he felt as though, listen, we're just telling jokes. I can understand that this can irritate you because some of the things aren't necessarily funny to Shannon. So Corey backtracked on that. So let's listen to what Corey had to say. Let's get into it and we'll catch you on the other end.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think Shannon Sharpe is a stand-up dude. There is so much evidence of him speaking up for his people with those cameras on him. I don't think Shannon Sharpe is a stand-up dude. I saw what happened with him and Mike Epps.
Yeah. I
really don't think Mike Epps thought that it would go that far.
Right.
That's why he was like, everybody be talking about you.
Right.
Him and Mike Epps have allegedly done things to try and shut it down, fix it. I think Mike Epps gonna wind up getting a special. Wind up getting on Club Shay Shay, because we know Mike Epps wanted to be on Club Shay Shay ever since that cat.
What initiated it, right? Like that's what happened in the beginning is what he made that comment and somebody leaked it or what have you. So
Mike Epps wanted that attention and it might work out. I hope it work out for Mike Epps. Mike Epps, I look at Mike Epps as a street comic. Mike Epps is a street comic. You can't just beat up Mike Epps.
I said
you can't beat up a Mike Epps, dog. Let me tell you something. Mo gonna come with it. If you fight Mike Epps, it's gonna be more. Mike Epps ain't no little.
If they made it official, like they do those celebrity type of fights, that would be hilarious.
No. Mike can't whoop Shannon. It ain't many out here can whoop Shannon Sharpe.
Real talk.
Shannon Sharpe ain't no joke. Shannon, did you ever see Shannon Sharpe play football?
And what was that squabble about on the NBA court, like an NBA court? Remember that game? He was arguing with somebody.
He wanted to flex them muscles in that sweater and show them, I'll ball y'all up when he got into it with the Memphis Grizzlies.
Oh, okay.
He had on that sweater with the muscle shirt under there. It was a great look. He was like, but I'm saying, like, yo, hey, Shannon, we with you. Yes, I know it get on your nerve. We be trying to get up under your skin, man. But yo, for Corey Holcomb, I'm glad Shannon Sharpe has had the opportunity to be on TV because he had the courage to speak up for black people. Now, as of late, he has something that I want to talk about a little later. That money then came into play. He ain't trying to get that up, do 100% right, because don't nobody do 100% right.
Right.
I said about how he was big up in Taylor Swift and all that. I believe that's all part of what his bosses tell him to do.
Mm-hmm. He's still
they still have to. If he's on major American media,
he's still on.
He is. He on ESPN,
oh,
the worldwide leader in sports.
But he doesn't talk that messy.
Sometimes he say some things where you just be like, "You said that, brother? Why you say that?" Like he's had to say things about black quarterbacks, where I don't think he would say those things about black quarterbacks if he wasn't pressured to say. I mean, I'm a man. I'm watching you. You take up for all these brothers. Now all of a sudden you got little pokes at brothers because it's part of being on ESPN, the American media giant. But yo, on all that fighting, Shannon, man, I hate you got upset like that. Well, you was fired up.
I completely agree with Brother Holcomb. Club Shay Shay is the standard right now. It's the hottest show on the internet on YouTube. Everybody wants to be on it. And I do appreciate Corey realizing that he may have went too far. And that takes a man to do that. Listen, it's not about fear. It's about acknowledgement. It's about understanding Shannon Sharpe's value. Shannon Sharpe initially really spoke very positively and stuck up for black issues when he first came on that show, period. So we know it's in his heart. As we all understand, as time went on, not only did his viewership grow, his sponsors grew. And they just wanted him to change his tone a little bit. And he did that. It is a money game. I don't think he changed it to the point where he lost integrity, because if he did, Club Shay Shay wouldn't be at the level that it's at now. But he didn't speak upon those issues like he did in the beginning. I have a profound respect for Brother Shannon Sharpe, Mike Epps, and Corey Holcomb. And one of the biggest things that I take from it is that this is Black History Month, and those brothers were able to speak in a very dignified way where they can come together, talk over their issues, and have fun with it. Like Mike Epps said, it ain't that serious. Once we understand that you were offended by some of the things, some of the jokes that they were saying, they acknowledged it, and Corey pulled back on it. He understood. Listen, Shannon Sharpe is not gay. Shannon Sharpe's stylist may have been from that community, but Shannon is not. And he addressed that on the show. And at the end of the day, why does it matter? Shannon Sharpe has value. He brings value to our community. And I appreciate that. And I want to commend Corey Holcomb for apologizing to that brother and letting him know, listen, man, I may have gone too far. It's all about jokes. Let's move forward. Let's continue to do the great work that all three of us have been doing. So let's put it all in perspective. Let's put it in context. You were talking about two comedians that tell jokes for a living. And Brother Shannon may have been offended by it. And they explained to him, listen, brother, we don't mean anything personal by the jokes. They pulled back. They were willing to come together and speak over their differences. And that's what I like the world to see. And like we always say, let's change the narrative and refocus the optics. Thanks for watching. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you on the next one.